After filling in the big city, I decided to move out to the middle of nowhere where my aunt left me some land. But there's a twist. She also left it to my 2 cousins. Now we have the task to make money and to pay off the old land taxes of $250,000. Can we succeed? Will we fail? Find out in today's episode. P.S. Thank you, G-Portal, for hosting. Alright, let's back this out. There we go. We'll go ahead and get out of here. Strap you down. There we go. We were first full actual load of lumber, or aka firewood. So we gotta go ahead and take this to town, which Chris, he had to take an Uber to back to where he was from, and he's gotta deal with some personal issues. Brendan's still not back. It's being fun. Looks like I'm the only one here, so you know what? I get to make all the decisions. I get to make all the decisions for the next few days, or for at least today. But I do know there's actual things that need to be done. Like we gotta sell the firewood first today, then we gotta go do other fun work. And there's actual work needs to be get done, and then after the actual work gets done, then we have our fun. Oh, 100,000. Oh, no, let's head back to the farm and let's think about what we could use this 100K for. We've been really needing a lot of this money that we're getting right now. Alrighty, so we're back at the farm and we can kind of sit back and I'm gonna harvest a little bit and think about what all we need for like the next steps. So we've got a decent sized cultivator. We don't got the worst sized planter in the world. I mean, an actual shed would be nice, but I don't think that's necessarily important. I hate to say it, starting thinking bigger with equipment may not be the worst idea. Let me sit here and harvest for a little bit and let me come up with an idea of what would be the best thing to buy as our next purchase. We might just do it. Alright, let's get the wagon right here. So we've harvested most of this field. I had some surprise wish for the harvester up. And we should have another load in here. Not a full one, but a good amount. Which means we're making some kind of way. And I'm still, ain't gonna lie to nobody, I've still yet to figure out what I'm buying just yet. I'm trying to focus on getting the field harvested. We'll figure it out. So right now, we are halfway done with this field. It does look like this field is yielding really, really decent. Not the best, not the worst. I do feel that we didn't fertilize it all the way, but it's just part of it. So I will say I've thought about it a little bit. I do definitely think a new tractor may not be the worst idea because we got a lot of small tractors. And I think we go a little bit bigger with tractors may not be the worst idea. Alrighty, so we are done with harvesting for the day, which was actually pretty simple. Now we just have to do the simple task of taking this to town, selling it, coming back and taking that load to town, which we probably won't even take it back to town. We'll just take this load, then come back. Before we do that, we honestly need to pick up some diesel. Got a filled up diesel. Let's set on in town. Back it up, back it up, back it up. There we go. So it's selling. This is interesting. So that's 8,000. Let's find out how much the other one was. Alright, so I found out the other, it ended up going to another account that we have for buying stuff from the dealership, so we can have everything put at the dealership. We ended up making $6,400 from that, which isn't that bad, but we're gonna come over here, see if we can pick up ourselves another gravity wagon because it allows us to run more grain at a time. Alongside that, I kind of want to look at a tractor. And $50,000 and a tractor trade-in later. Look at what we got. We got ourselves a little bit of a new setup, boys. So, just kind of explain what we did. We went ahead and bought ourselves another wagon. So I bought another Parker's, of course, the dual, so we could fit more in there. I bought ourselves a new disc, and of course, you couldn't go with a new disc without going with a new tractor. And I bought this tractor right here because she'll have enough horsepower. Because what I want to do, is I want to cut more lumber, and I want to cut some more lumber and of course go ahead and make some more ground. So we're gonna go over there and get some more lumber cut up and ready for us to go and sell it. On top of that, we're gonna take this and we're gonna buy another field. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to buy more land. We could buy like this land. It's 115, 75, 69. That one's a lot more reasonable. Now we could move like over here to like the 40s and 50s. May not be the bad idea. So we'll figure it out slowly but surely, because I mean, we got the money. We might as well go ahead and start using the money. Really jack up our benefiting now. And a good bit of money later, with 2 things delivered from the store, we have ourselves some new equipment to go ahead and get this done over here with, which means I'm burning through this money a little bit quicker than I should, honestly. But hey, it is what it is. So, need to bell all this up into neat rows. Or windrow in neat rows. Alrighty, so we got that done. Took a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna take. Now, let's see what kind of bells these look like. Alrighty, so we got everything packed up here, all nice, neat, and organized in the bales. We're tearing out with this load right here of hay, which will put us where we need to be. Then I need to come back and move more lumber first. That's our first task once we get back, is to move more lumber. Because if we don't move more lumber, we're gonna be looking mighty problematic. Because I forgot we still have to pay off the loan, but we'll pay off the loan of 60 grand for that one place, and after we pay that loan off, we'll look into paying some other stuff off slowly but surely. Once we pay that loan off, that's like 60 grand, then we can start looking at picking up another parcel of land from there, which is the smartest decision. All right, go ahead and get up here, get this stuff started loading. There's plenty to move that's in here in the machine, and then we got to start moving more lumber over here. Hopefully within the next few hours we'll get most of this loaded. And here we go. Ooh, a little slippery. Here we go, $81,000 off that. So hold up, let's stop for 1 second. I'm gonna call the bank, pay off the loan Chris got. There you go. Chris's loan is now officially paid off. We no longer own the $60,000 for that one place. So before we worry about anything else, let's worry about getting that one field planted and kind of moving from there. This is the fun part. We don't even need you anymore. Kind of set you to the side over here. So we'll go ahead and get this thing planted. It should not take us too long at all to actually get this planted. Here we go. We are done with this field. We got her planted with some canola. Now we're gonna head over here, hook up to the sprayer, get that started in some of these fields that need to be sprayed. Go, we got that done. I'm probably later on gonna be looking into spraying some fertilizer. Listen, this is a lot busier of a day than I thought it was gonna be, with it being just me by myself. You know what, actually? So let's go ahead and build ourselves a new little shed and make ourselves a new little place to store our stuff. Gotta get the last machine moved over, and hopefully this will be the last little bit of stuff we need to do. Be moving this over. So I know this right here won't fit in there, so we're just gonna detach that right there. Back this on up into her. Oh, she'll fit perfect. Well, you know what? I think with all the stuff in there and as much money as I spent today, I think I've deserved myself a little break. Got a new path beaten through there. We'll get some more cultivation done here pretty soon. I mean, things are looking up around here on this farm. Time to go in and get me something, and hopefully the boys are back soon.